What's up, you guys? This is your boy Link with Politic. We have a special guest on our first episode discussing two battles. We have the one and only, the big OG, Kraiz, with us today.
Building. You talking about today?
So, this past weekend, October 29th, we had Clash of Styles Volume 2, hosted by Three's Company. Getting outside with it, we are one of the events that travels to other states and actually succeeds in 2 day events. 2 day events. I personally, this personal accomplishment for mine. Y'all stay tuned for Clash of Styles Volume 3 because it's coming. It's coming. And I'm telling you,
Sir.
y'all don't like this. Stay tuned for that drop preview. Check out our Instagram. Y'all check out in the description below. All handles. Keep in touch. Reach out for us if you got any call out battles, street battles. Hit us up. Send us a link, and we'll review it. And we'll get the streets talking. And y'all make sure after this review, leave y'all opinions in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content. All right, y'all. So, because the algorithm helps. All right.
Yes, sir.
So, first battle that we're gonna be doing is Xlue versus Legacy. So, this is how the breakdown structure works. We will be reviewing the first round only. We want to hear what y'all got to say. And we're going to be breaking it down through fundamentals, execution, and musicality. Things that every dancer needs within competitive arts. All right? So, without further ado, we got our first battle, Xlue versus Legacy. Let's get into it.
Let's go. You got it. Oh my. Yep. You got it. Let's go. Wow. Yo. Stupid.
Okay.
Who was that screaming in the background? I missed that.
I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, that was an eventful first round by Blue. Sheesh. I'm gonna let OG take this one first. What you got to say about this?
It's not that I didn't like it. I think I had higher expectations.
Mm-hmm.
I think and that's more me. I think I had higher expectations of what Blue was gonna bring. And I think that's I've seen like performance clips of Blue because I know like he does stuff more like locally because I think he's from like Little Rock, Arkansas or somewhere.
He's Arkansas.
Yeah. So I know he does stuff with like the studios around there. I've seen like a bunch of like performance clips of him and stuff like that. I haven't really seen any like battle clips of him though. I've seen performances and sessions. So I think I had a different expectation of how this is gonna come out. I think he's got some really dope ideas. Like I get like there are some really solid ideas that I've seen in there. I think just I do think his overall execution I think Blue's only like what 2 years in.
I think so.
You
I think
know, somewhere along that time frame. He's not,
he's not Steve.
relatively
Not like heavy.
He's not like quite like a rookie, but like he doesn't have a whole lot of time in, so I don't want to be like you should be tie-dye skill level. Like I'm not trying to have that high of an expectation for him, but
That's
try to be honest and fair about it. But yeah, I think I did have a higher expectation based off of past stuff I've seen from him. And I think maybe performances is probably more his strong suit.
Yeah.
And I think that just battling, he probably just needs a little bit more experience in. Because I think that there was, like I said, I think there were some good moments. I think there were some good ideas. I think that they maybe just weren't really timed very well. Because it's like, oh, see, if you waited like a split second longer on this, that would have stung.
Yeah.
Maybe if you did it a split second sooner, it would have hit. But it was just kind of like in the middle somewhere, and we just kind of like targets either here or here. You just straight down the middle with it. So I think like stuff like that will really help sharpen him up. Otherwise, I think one little thing that I'm gonna kind of pick at is that little what's it? I don't know. I don't be really watching battle rap like that. So that one little audio clip towards the end, I felt like he was kind of waiting for that.
He was.
Like
so that he was waiting on that one specific. It didn't seem organic, honestly.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like you waiting for the moment to come in rather than just kind of like dancing it and making the moment happen.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people over the last few years have really put a big emphasis on moments in battles. But it's like you have to build those moments up. You can't just wait for a moment to just fall in your lap. You have to build it up. So but like I said, I know he's not super, deep into the game time wise. I haven't really seen too many battles of his, so this it all comes with time. It all comes with experience.
Well, my personal view on it, I've seen Blue battle a couple times in person. It is an upgrade from his last battle that I've seen. his overall musicality is great to me. He knows characterization of like what he wants, but at times the story itself for me isn't as clear. And the character is clear, but the story behind the character sometimes can get a little skewed in there.
Yeah.
And it gets a little stagnant for me. Fundamental wise, he's good. Execution overall, it was great. The hat concept at the almost at the very end, that took, I'm not even gonna lie, it really took.
Oh, where he like bounced it off and like bounced off his knee and he kicked it back. Yeah, that was tight.
I honestly, I haven't seen too many people do bouncing hat tricks that actually stick.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, bouncing hat tricks, that was advanced level. That I give him credit where credit is due. That concept took some weight right there. That was some weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was waiting for that moment. I feel like he was some of the timing was a little bit off.
Yeah.
It was kind of skewed where he was jumping from scene to scene, because I could understand. I'm not entirely sure.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Going from scene to scene, it's like the transition between each scene. You know, it's like you got to play it out like it's a show, like it's a show, TV show, movie, whatever. Like each scene has to have. You have to make sense of how we went from this scene to this scene. You know, did we teleport over there? Did we walk over there? Did we drive? Did we run? You know, whatever the case is, like you have to make some sort of sense of it all.
Now, I can't say fundamentally it was very overpowered. He used most of the basic concepts, traveling, arm swings, jabs, whole 9 yards, efficiently, but not strategic. If that makes sense.
I think I think that this is another thing that will come with more time and come with more experience, is just the different ways to do arm swings, the different ways to do jabs,
Yeah.
right? That will help to create those transitions, to help to build those moments up, to help to create a better foundation for when he wants to have those moments. It's all building blocks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that there's a difference between knowing the arm swings, knowing the jabs, knowing the chest pops, knowing the stomps, and doing them, right? I think there's a difference between that and using them effectively, strategically, and being able to build with them. And I think that the space between both of those is where that growing process happens.
Okay.
So I think as he takes more time, then he'll be able to get from that point A to that point B. You know what I'm saying? And kind of, what more people will refer to as like a more mature get off, right?
Yeah.
I think,
part.
Yeah. So like developing that maturity, developing that seasoning in his, that seasoning, that experience in his get off. I think that's really the next step. I don't know. Like he's got a lot riding for him at the moment. He's got good ideas. He's got decent like ideas as far as like character goes. It's just figure out how to put it together in a way that's much more what's the word? Like more like fluid. Like it has to fit. It's like you got all the pieces, just put it together at this point.
Yeah. Big facts. All right. Well, let's jump right off into this next first round by Legacy. Let's see what Legacy has for us.
Let's go, Legacy.
You say you get fucked, it ain't the same to me. The reason I get fucked because of the pain in me.
Let's go.
I gotta keep praying for the change in me. The right to change for me.
I'm gonna start off on this one. Timing. Let's talk about it. Timing needs to be a little bit needs a heavy correction. Why? Is because how do I put this?
You said, hold on, say that again.
Timing, placements, and working through and seeing the placement through.
Yeah.
A lot of the moves were started but not finished. Like I saw a concept, but the concept did not have an ending point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Although precision was the motive, yeah, there were precise and sharp moves. The moves themselves didn't tell a clear enough message for it.
I can see that.
Now, as far as character, he still needs to be built up a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure how connected he was to his character. He had high and low moments. There are some moments where he could have capitalized within the moment, but he kind of wavered at it, and he kind of missed that little opportunity.
Yeah.
Feeding into the crowd also. That is one. That's also one thing a seasoned dancer in the competitive world actually knows. Sometimes, not all the time, don't feed into the energy of the audience.
Yeah.
Because at some points in the round, you can see the pressure, or like him taking a little bit of anxiety from a hype from the crowd.
Yeah.
Definitely, if I would have to give any pointers or just any critique, mindset coming into the round would be prevalent. I'm not as seasoned as, of course, the OG in the room, but I can say out of my going on 5 years now of being in the crump game, that's a crucial part of what goes on, like mindset. And I struggle with it also. Every crumper struggles with mindset at some point in a battle setting. And I honestly say it comes with time, with actively battling and knowing that mindset to come in with. But it also can do with external factors like life, because everyone knows these things can play. You could be stressed, and
life be lifing sometimes.
a whole get off just be up in the wind.
Yeah.
But I could definitely tell there was some pressure on him because I felt like he was restraining a get off.
I can see that. I think like his basic like his foundational movements were a lot stronger than what Blue had to offer. As far as like his simple just setting up his arm combos for his swings, like his swings, like the swings and the jabs themselves felt more complete, felt more like solid, well put together, well aimed, well targeted, strategic, all of that.
Yeah.
Where I felt like he lost me was kind of like how you were saying. It's like he was putting together these ideas and these combos and stuff, and it just didn't seem to have that finish, you know?
Yeah.
And there were a couple times where I felt like just musicality wise, it was just kind of like off, you know? Like at the very beginning, right? He starts dancing, he sees Blue sitting over by the wall. He goes over there, does that little bounce, right? He does swing. He looks like he's doing like do as he like kind of backs away. And then it's like he goes and then kind of does this like swing power move at the end of it. And it was like that didn't seem like it was on time.
Yeah.
Like the ending of it, right? Everything else to the start of it was.
Mhm.
But as we get to the ending of it, it's kind of like we kind of say, screw the timing of it, and we're just gonna throw it out. You know, we're just whatever happens, happens. Which, you know, sometimes that's a okay mindset to have, but you got to be able to know when to turn that kind of on and off, you know. So I think just the way he set up his actual basic movements, his fundamentals was a lot stronger than what Blue had. I think that's another thing though, because Legacy has more time in. Legacy's been around for some years. He's been around for a while. I do think that I think both of them are much more performance heavy than they are battle heavy.
Yes.
From the battles that I've seen Legacy in, he's battled people that were, I think, a bit more heavy battlers than he was.
Mhm.
So I haven't really seen like a breakout battle where I was like, yo, Legacy was going crazy in this one battle. But, you know, I haven't seen that from him. I've seen him do performances. I've seen, as of recently, I know he's rocking with a whole bunch of the other dancers over in Dallas. They've got, I think he's getting down with like Legion and them doing like the D-Town Boogie stuff and all that.
Yeah,
Tokyo and them.
I've seen a couple of his clips on IG.
Yeah.
And I think he's getting into the whole acting and video, actually music video scene.
Yeah. So I
Shout
think
out
he's
videos.
yeah. So I think he's much more like a performer than a battler, which ain't no like shade or nothing at him. It's just I think that's just where his talents are better suited at, you know. And I think that's kind of similar to what I've seen in Blue. Is like I've seen him doing like performances and showcases like in his local scene and everything too. So I think that just battling is something that that if they want to continue in that direction, I think that that's just something that they're gonna have to spend some more time with. I do think that kind of like to the point that you were saying about feeding into like the energy around. It's like I seen it happen in another battle over the weekend where it's like you have like a rookie talking to like maybe not an OG per se, but like someone who's like a heavy hitter or vet OG or whatever, and they talking to him kind of like, oh, that ain't enough, you da, 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 da. And I'm like, who is this? Like, why is this rookie talking to you like this, bro? You gonna let them talk to you like that? And then it's like they but it's like it's not even just that. It's like they react on some like it got in their head.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna let this rookie get in your head like this? Oh,
nah.
Out.
Take that nigga. Take his knees. Take his knees.
Yeah. So I think that I think Legacy could have did better with that, because I think honestly, if Legacy would have just stuck to just his fundamentals, and just making sure that stuff was timed really well, I think he could have really outdone Blue in the whole thing.
True.
Because his fundamentals were strong. Stronger than I've ever seen them be. You know, especially in a battle setting. I think that just for the sake of just a battle, I think he could have arm swinged and jabbed Blue to death. And
True.
I think he really could have won that.
One thing we stress is the chest. Chest pops were lacking. I'm not even gonna lie. People do not use their chest. I don't understand why. It's a fundamental, a chest pop. I do. All of his fundamentals were great except for that one. He did it occasionally, but I don't think he strategically used it. They were like whispers within the entire sequence.
Not whispers. I like that.
Yeah,
No,
like
that makes
you ever
perfect sense
you ever
though.
seen somebody get into a get off and then they'll boom and then go off into something else, and that
Yeah.
nation will run like at least 17, 18 moves out, and then they'll use their chest again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But definitely legacy.
I've done that myself, by the way. So
Hey, we all,
before anybody tries to
I'm
be
not
like,
even lying.
it's ways to do it, and I think that with just about anything, like there's ways to do it,
Mhm.
right? Because I've had around where people are like, "Yo, that was crazy," and I look back around, I'm like, I used my chest 3 times this entire clip. It's like a minute and a half. So it's it's definitely ways you can do it. It's ways that you can kind of cheat through it. It's also ways that, if you do it, it becomes kind of painfully obvious that, it wasn't really there. So yeah, I don't that I agree. The chest work wasn't super prevalent in this one, but still, I think his overall use of his fundamentals was still stronger than what Blue had.
Wait, definitely.
So I think he really could have got away with that.
Yeah,
If he had just kind of stuck to just keeping a flow in his movements,
mm-hmm.
because it was like when he went off to, kind of approach Blue at the wall, like he kind of broke off from what he was doing, went over there, and he went into this bounce that was kind of like, it kind of it was like a glitch in the system to even get the bounce
Yeah,
going.
like, there are moments where he
So
stops and then he tries to jump right back in. That were
yeah, you gotta if you cut out, you still got to work your way back in. If you got to do another buck up to get it, then okay. If you got to do another jab to kind of like get you back, whatever. But you got to find,
the transition
you
has.
got to have something. Yeah.
But overall, great battle, y'all. Definitely, the link to that battle will be down in the description below. Y'all discuss this in the comments. Maybe what y'all agree on, what y'all disagree on. Of course, this is the Politic. All feedback is welcome. Thank you guys for staying in tune with us. Of course, shout outs to our sponsors, people, the vendors, people that come out, Kingdom Crumpers. Of course, Bucktality will be starting up soon with Three's Company. Shout out to my boy Randy. Shout out to my boy Bryce, Blaze, and Peacekeeper. They are two of the behind the scenes people that helped put this thing together. Clash of Styles wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for them. Definitely enjoy working with these guys. Am I missing anybody? Oh, No Pressure, of course. We gotta shout out No Pressure. Get involved, stay active with these guys, the vendors. They give us the apparel to get off it. Okay, so we don't look good unless they there.
I need to cop another No Pressure shirt, actually, by the way, now that you mention it. I need to cop another one.
At least 3 of them. I know I gotta get the Vice City at some point. I gotta get the Vice City one, the GTA one. Oh, I gotta get that. That's gotta get got, and the Sonic the Hedgehog one. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely gotta get those 2. Val might want to hit me a sap. You feel me? Other than that, yeah, you guys stay bug. This is the Politic, y'all. Stay tuned for our next episode. Review battles. Thank you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We out.